Hey guys, welcome back to Susan Shares. Well, I tell you what, it's been one of the hardest weeks ever last week. And I know y'all are ready to say, are we ever going to have a Susan Shares that's not about hard? And I'm right there with you, and I'm looking forward to that day too. But I'll tell you one thing, I will promise you that I'm always going to be authentic and real with you. And that's life. Sometimes it's just flat out hard, and it's hard for a while. And then it might be good, takes a dip up and it takes a dip down. But I'm going to be transparent. And y'all followed us on this path, the hard with Steve's folks and everything. And I've had a lot of people ask how it is, and it's been so kind and sweet of you to do so. It's such a blessing for people to be curious and ask how it's going. But Miss Goss did pass away, and she has been such a blessing in my life, in so many lives, and especially in Steve and Joe, her two sons, and her husband, granddad, LG. And it was the sweetest funeral ever. It was a wonderful service. Steve gave the eulogy himself. I sang. She loved for Steve to speak. She loved me to sing. And she loved LG to recite poetry to her. And he did at the funeral. And it was a beautiful, it was beautiful. She would have loved her service. The service was Saturday, and that was also Steve's birthday. So it took Jesus to get through Saturday. Let me tell you, it did take Jesus. Steve's not on social media, he's not on Facebook, not on Instagram, anything. So I posted, I thought, this day cannot go by. We've done this funeral. All of our kids came in. Jake lives in Los Angeles. He flew in. Mariah flew in a day later. They both made it to the funeral. Chad and Ashley drove with the kids, so our kids, the great-grandkids, our friends drove all the way across the state. We had so many of them that drove in. They had friends that drove in. All these people were in. It was wonderful togetherness. It's about relationship, isn't it? It's all about relationship. We were so thankful. And then at the end of all of that, we were, sleepwalking. We've done so much in so little time to prepare for that, because Thanksgiving was in between. And I had to acknowledge Steve's, not had to, but desperately desired to acknowledge Steve's birthday. And so I did on Facebook. And he didn't even get it, but I was going to show it to him after I did it. Just acknowledging these phenomenal character traits in Steve that are just so powerful. And, I started naming all of them, that he's the same person to everyone, everywhere, all the time. That he is just one of the godliest men I've ever known in my life, most humble. He's a great father, great husband, great man of God, just hardest worker, just all of these things. And besides being a man, it's just all of his mother's traits, all of Nana's traits. So I was able to honor both Steve and his mom in the same post at the same time, at the same day that he's honoring his mother with a eulogy. I'm honoring him on his birthday. And so it was a blessing to be able to do that. It was like, and the same day he's burying his mother, it was like, okay, and his mother gave birth to him. It was just this beautiful kind of passage, if you will. And it was very thankful. I'm very thankful for Steve's life. I'm very thankful for Nana's life. Very thankful for God for helping us get through this. Where we're weak, he is always strong when we allow him to be. And so today's post in today's Susan Shares is more about thankfulness, and thankfulness for all the comments from my post. I'm going to give this post on Facebook to Steve, since he doesn't have them, say, just sit down and read this and be blessed. because it was encouragement to me to do the same to others. Just bless others by words of encouragement. It's like salve on a wound, people. It's like salve on a wound. When you're hurting, when you're grieving, when you're in pain, words of encouragement are like salve on a wound. And that's what God tells us in Scripture, isn't it? To encourage one another. Yes, it is. And so thank you. And so this post is really more about thankfulness more than anything. Even though it's been a week of hurt and pain and grief, it's also a word about thankfulness, because Nana's life, there's so much to be thankful for in it. Even though we're in grief and pain for losing her, we're so thankful for her life, so thankful that she's with the one that she has loved, Jesus, all of her life and longed to be with forever. She is now living with him for eternity. So I hope this is encouraging to someone today. It's really more about being thankful. I'm so thankful. Love you. Bye-bye.